That is a big difference between the discipline people talk about when they talk about gym discipline, when they talk about discipline as an entrepreneur. It is much about the hustle mentality. So you need to, even if you don't want to. The problem with you don't want to is if you constantly don't want to and you need to have constant willpower to overcome that, you have not yet developed the identity you need in order to be that kind of person. Why should you have one of these with you on a trail run? The reason is simple. It helps me on a cognitive level, which means that it trains my mind, which means that I cannot believe that having all this stuff here with me is actually possible to do a trail run with that. A trail run through this environment here. So this is where I live. Then there is a lot of uphill during the forest. And that is what I was usually hiking. And lately I'm trail running it. And every time I do a little bit more weight, normally I have round about 8 to 10 kilograms. Now today I have double the amount of kilograms with me. So I have this kettlebell with me, not to brag. It is for me as a resistance thing in my head. Why? Because I have developed a form of disciplina. So the original form of discipline based on identity. The identity of the eternal learner. So I have picked my discipline, which is mountain endurance, and I train that because it's based on my identity. It's not because I need to. It is not because I need to push myself to. It is not based on willpower. It is based on shaped identity, which is basically a baseline. So you are not a runner. You are not an entrepreneur yet. You are not a trail runner yet. So that is about the identity. As soon as you have the identity, you feel bad when you don't do it. This is when you need the discipline, which we talk about, the willpower, to not do what you actually want to do, which is going out and do the hard things and do the things you do outside of it, or you need to do outside of it. That is very often my problem, that I don't really get to the other obligations I have in life because I actually want to do the things here in that case, right? You could call it reverse procrastination. But the point is, real discipline is always based on a baseline, which means that there's a minimum thing you do and you don't really need to think about that. So if you constantly need willpower to fix that, there are days where you need to fix it, but that is an exception. You should in general enjoy what you do. Then it is much easier to actually become successful with it. So if you going the entrepreneurial path and you hate to be an entrepreneur, you would love to be an employee somewhere, you will probably never become a really good entrepreneur. If you're going to run a lot because other people tell you to run, but you want to lift weights and you love a gym or something like that, well, then maybe you should go into a gym and not run, or vice versa. You should always understand what your potential is and follow those signals to the potential, because you have a much easier life, right? And we live in a society where this is actually possible, right? So think about that. A little bit of a background thing is the original word discipline stems from the Roman word disciplina, which is actually what a discipulus is practicing. The thing which the disciples love and identifies with. This is the reason why I'm talking about identity and baseline here. So it can be your discipline to run. And you know it from sports when you say your discipline in the Olympics is this and that. This is where the original word stems from. And this is how you should, in my opinion, perceive it, right? And when you understood it well and correctly, it is very likely that you become successful in what you do, because you do it no matter what, no matter the weather, no matter the day, no matter the year, and in the future. Because if you constantly need to do something because you have promised that to someone, you have bragged too much and now you need to live up to your brags, right? Or something like that, you will stop as soon as possible. And that is what the subconscious mind, our ego, our resistance to change will do to us. Our subconscious mind is working against us there. That is what you need to understand, right?